Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over Dimir Midrange. This is a standard deck this time, and this list, it's just an amalgamation of just what I've seen on Goldfish and kind of my own opinions on the deck, but I haven't played it too much yet, so take this with a grain of salt. It's maybe a little rough around the edges, but I really like the deck, and I thought I'd just record some gameplay since I haven't uploaded to the channel in a while. I'm actually not 100% sure if I'll be playing this in the qualifier or not, because I'm not sure if I'll be playing the qualifier, because it coincides with the Arena Direct, which is just the opportunity cost and not playing Arena Direct is really high, and I would need to play the qualifier, and I didn't even know that there would be an Arena Direct because they didn't announce it until after the weekend qualifier last weekend had already passed, and so now I'd have to be grinding out on Friday, so I'm not sure it'll really be worth it, but I think I'll try to put out some sort of content on my Patreon for standard, and if not, I'll put out something, but then, yeah, we'll see about that. But this deck, it's mostly a tempo deck. You've got a bunch of flyers like Spyglass Siren, Fairy Mastermind. Floodpit's Channel isn't a flyer, but it does tap down creatures. This card's actually kind of nice. I initially wasn't the highest on it, but I was playing this deck in the mid-game challenge, and it was pretty decent. Has a lot of synergies, and Deep Cavern Bat as well. And we're pairing those up with Enduring Curiosity, which is just it's a Coastal Piracy, I think is the OG card that has this effect where whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player draws a card. This card's really strong, it returns when it dies. So it's basically just going to be like a 2-for-1 a lot of the time because your opponent has to kill it because it has a solid body, and then the effect still persists. Unless, of course, they exile it in some way or another. And then we're backing up all these evasive threats. We've also got Preacher of the Schism and Unstoppable Slasher, which are kind of annoying to block because of Death Touch, and Unstoppable Slasher also comes back. We're packing all these up with cheap interactions. We've got 3 Steps Ahead and Cut Down for cheap removal, an Anoint with Affliction, some more removal, Go for the Throat, Spellstar. We do have a number of fairies, Fairy Mastermind mostly, and even just as a quench, it's totally fine. And then we've got, as kind of our top, in addition to Enduring Curiosities, we've got 3 Kaito, or 2 Kaitos, and a third in the sideboard. And Kaito is really strong. You, especially with Flood Pit's Downer, because you get to reuse the ETB, but you just slam Kaito on 3, and if your opponent's not got some sort of board state, you immediately start drawing cards. If they do, you can stun something and start rebuilding the following turn. I like it a lot. Uh, and we also got 1 Shieldred, just dominates the game when it's not removed. You know the drill. Also got 1 of Mockingbird as another flyer, and then mana base, pretty standard. We've got 2 Fountain Port for some nice value. Spyglass Siren making the map is nice with it. And then we've got just a bunch of dual lands. SS Reef as a nice creature land. Undersea Sewers for some surveilling. And yeah, this deck has a lot of pretty good mana base. It's got 18 blue, 19 black. In the sideboard, we got Duress for control and ramp. Ghost Vacuum, I like it as a 1 of at least because there's some blue-white on ladder and some other random graveyard decks. Blue-white Oculus, the deck with all the unearth effects and the Djinn. And we've got some more Anoint with Afflictions. This card's really important for blue-white as well, and good elsewhere, good at stopping Unstoppable Slashes and whatnot. We've got a 3rd Kaito. Nice and grinding matchup between, the Planeswalker, Gix Command, kind of a Wrath, basically, is the main purpose. Negate is super nice against stuff like Mono White Token Control and Domain. China's sideboard has a lot of applications and a lot of matchups. We've got Malicious Eclipse as another Wrath, then Shieldred and another Gix's Command. Just these help stabilize against Aga because of the life gain, and Gix's Command clearing the board is nice. Shieldred is just got a big body, really. That's the main idea. And yeah, that'll be the deck. So let's hop right into the games. Alright, match 1 here, and this looks like a solid hand. We've got Spyglass Siren into Deep Cavern Bat, and Glimmick Verge, importantly, does make blue. So you can play that turn 1 and avoid dealing us some damage. And then if we don't find our land drop, we're just going to use the map token. I'm just going to go Bat on 2, I think. Cut down doesn't really work here, so there's no point in holding it up because Patrick BC. This is the Gruul Domain deck. If we can take their 2-drop here, that would be very nice. Huh. So if I take Beastie Beatdown, they're playing Patchwork, they're playing this. If I just take the Patrick Beastie, then they Beastie Beatdown and kind of do nothing. So I think I'll take the Beatdown because just the bat being a flyer is nice, and they're not going to attack me this turn, most likely. Okay, never mind. Now they're actually very likely to. This Seed of Hope just needs to mill a land. Anything but an artifact creature or an instant? Okay, fair enough. Never mind then. Okay. Yeah, them milling an artifact creature was very helpful. I guess I maybe underestimated their ability to turn on domain a little, or Glittering a little. But anyway, what I was saying is that getting to start putting these maps on a Deep Cavern Bat for a life thing is going to be very nice. And I'm not going to need to use Cut Down here, or I'm not even going to be able to, so I'm just going to start doing that. And it's better to use the Undercity Series because I might have wanted to cast the Spyglass Siren, and it would have cost life. And Mockingbird. So Mockingbird. No, I just want to hit a land for my 4-drops. Mockingbird would be fine. It would copy some random dork and trade off, but I think both of these 4-drops are going to be very nice on this board. I don't have an answer to the Shieldred as things stand, and going Enduring Curiosity, drawing a bunch of cards, and then I'm just going to take my beats here, I don't know. And then using it to also trade with the creature would be super nice. I am taking a lot of damage here. Okay, Flood Pitch Drowner is not nothing. So I think for now... no, I have to leave a Spyglass Iron back because they do have a number of Beast creatures. Oh, come on. Yeah, I really needed the bat. Okay, now I'm pretty dead. That's unfortunate. So... Oh, wow, they're not milling. Don't like this. None of that. So... I'm gonna Flood Pitch Drowner. I'll happily trade. Really hope they don't have a Burst Lightning, but what am I gonna do? Alright, alright. Maybe this is survivable. FOMO, sure, but we have a cut down, that's fine. I think I'll do this. Well, I won't do it now. I don't want to give them information. I don't think they have Snakeskin Veil in their deck. Hope not. Discards a land. Presumably has a second land. Commercial district, interesting. Cut down the FOMO. And wow, okay. Top land. Yeah, now I'm pretty dead. Cause this Beastie Beatdown actually literally kills me. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit around and see if they actually do it. So, Gruul Domain. Yeah, an awkward draw from us. Let's see. Probably just want like all of my anti-creature stuff, aside from Malicious Eclipse. Their creatures are too big. I think I'll go down a Kaito because they're fairly aggressive. I'll go down 3 steps ahead. Seems a little slow at 3 mana. Cut down. I just don't think cut down is live against them, really. And then I could cut like Variant Mastermind, maybe. Variant Mastermind seems like real bad against them, to be honest. Maybe I could cut another one. Is there something I would want instead? Does Shauna Sidebinder good? Counter spells just seem so mediocre. They have a lot of spells, I guess. Enough to want duress. Honestly, don't hate the idea of just having. Oh no, wait, hold on. Yeah, Ghost Vacuum. All right, there we go. Yeah, totally forgot about Ghost Vacuum for a second. And maybe you'll notice that I have better audio this time around. I finally got a mic stand, so now I have a plosive guard, and also the mic's in a better spot. It's off the table, so you aren't hearing much of the thumping. I don't know why I waited this long to get it, to be honest, but yeah, hopefully the audio should be better. I'll keep the Flood Pitch Downer on top. I'm fine just delaying till this Shieldred. And, I mean, I'm just gonna exile, like, their first 2 creatures and then slam Shieldred, but I think Flood Pitch Downer at some point could be decent. Maybe I'm supposed to mill it to try to find more gas, but, eh. FOMO. Honestly, FOMO I'm not even too worried about. I might just flip pitch down right. Oh, you know what? No, I'll just play Unstoppable Slasher. So unless they have exile-based removal spell, an exile-based removal spell, they do kind of have to kill it at some point, and when they destroy it, it'll just kind of chill for a couple turns, then come back. I do expect to be able to drag this game out long enough for it to untap if they do manage to kill it the first time around. Alright, so they're one off Delirium, though. Not doing a ton here unless I have like the 4-3 haste, but I'll just trade with any creature with the slasher basically. I'm in a hurry to trade off the slasher. Oh, they're gonna give it menace? Sure. You know what? I'm gonna call my opponent's bluff, I think, and I'll just race them. Because they take 11 here, and then I'll slam the Shieldred. And if they answer Shieldred, sure, but you're on 7. The Slasher's coming in for another 2, 3, 4, 5, putting them to 2, and then I can play a second Shieldred. So, like, yeah, maybe they kill the Shieldred somehow, hit me for 3, chump, I play a Shieldred. Like, they're gonna need to kill it again, and they still have to deal with the Slasher, and I have the 2 removal spells to clear the way. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work out for them. Alright, I do actually take a bit of damage here. But, oh, actually take a lot of damage here. Huh. Wait, this puts 2 counters? That's busted. Damn. Another ruckus. But this is still gonna be fine. Because I'm going to just anoint the Maverick if I can get in. And then I have this Flood Pitch Drowner. And I don't think there's any way for them to actually have a haste creature that kills me here. Maybe playing the Shield was too aggressive. I didn't consider the fact that this would just attack for 10. They have had the beastie beat down. That was probably a mistake. I mean, if they have a Snakeskin Veil, I'm pretty dead. I don't know if they run it or not. Alright. If they do have it, I wouldn't have thought that they do, but if they do, I should have just played Deep Cavern Bat plus Flood Pitch Drowner rather than trying to get greedy with getting that Unstoppable Slasher attack through, but that's alright, because now they're dead to Shieldred. And they would be dead to a land because of the... Oh, I don't have a creature land, never mind. But they're dead to Shieldred, and they would be dead to me just playing creatures in general. Alright, so that went pretty well. I still am pretty convinced that Cut Down is bad. Fairy Mastermind is, like, very mediocre. Maybe I want to cut, like, another one for Duress. Like, maybe I just want things to do on turn 1, I think, and Duress seems mediocre. Kaito's rough when you're not getting to attack. Maybe I could bring in, like, the 3-drop. What's it called? Tishana's Tidebinder, because it does, like, stop some things. I mean, remove spell on 2 into Shieldred, but no blue mana? I have a lot of blue sources, to be fair. I'm what, like... I have a 1 out of 3 chance of drawing a blue source. So I'm decently likely to find it, and I have a lot of decent black spells, I think. But this is like, this sounds like already kind of a mulligan. Yeah, I think I'm fine just looking for something better. Yeah, I think I like this a little more. Counter spells are rough on the draw. Okay, they don't have a 1-drop. That's huge. Well, they have Seed of Hope, of course, but no Patrick Beastie is very nice, or Llanowar Elves. I assume they run Llanowar Elves, or whatever. Nothing that impresses me, basically. Because now I can go, like, Spellstutter or Deep Cavern Bat onto, probably Spellstutter, to be honest. I feel like in most situations, I'll go Deep Cavern Bat, take one thing, they'll play a second thing. That's fine. Not too worried about Patrick Beastie. Yeah, I think I'd rather do this. I'd rather just Spellstutter a creature this turn, then Deep Cavern Bat or remove a spell next turn so I can clear the way for Shieldred. They Miller Burst Lightning, which makes sense for... I don't know, I guess it just makes sense for whatever their hand looks like. Maybe they have a second one, but it's nice because I have this Deep Cavern Bat. Maybe they have a second one, and that's kind of a moot point. I was going to say it's nice for Delirium. They already had an instance, so it doesn't really matter, but it could totally make sense if they just simply did not want to draw it. Right, there's Delirium, and here's a Spellstutter, yeah. Thank God. That would have been way, way too much pressure to deal with. And, put that Dark 6 Shores, why not? Kind of drawing a lot of lands here. Oh yeah, definitely taking the NT. That's way more of an issue here. And then, look, I'm taking what, like 5 damage here because this exiles to put a counter, and then I'll get my 1 lifelink. But then if Shieldred lives, I just win. Okay. I mean, Inti's good. It's also some card selection, so maybe it can help them find an answer for Shieldred. Though, what they need to do, they would have needed to put it on the Patrick BC to be able to attack through the Shieldred next turn. It seems they're not. Also, it seems that they don't really value the card in hand. Oh, I guess they have the Belt Maverick, but if they're spending all their mana doing that, they're probably not fighting answer to Shieldred. And I just want to be able to untap the Shieldred, that's it. Because then I'll be able to, like, anoint the NT, and I'll start gaining life, and I'll have this Fountain Port to start getting some value going. I really need them not to just find the fight spell this turn. That's all. Because I think that's their best answer. Oops. Didn't mean to knock the mic. Yeah, so hopefully they don't find it off this discard. I can't block, but alright, just a land. Okay. I mean, honestly, I could just kill it Patrick Beastie as well, rather than the NT. Oh. Well, that's just game. So, 2 or less, and greatest power. Bam, GG's. Thanks for playing. And I'll start getting in, because why not? At this point, even if they randomly found like a deal 5 off the top, I'd still overpower them. It's not important my removal spell, so it's just... The game's just over. Completely over. That was definitely the best draw in our deck. So there's an alternative, which is I choose either sack or kill everything power 2 or less. But I choose... Oh my god, okay. I was gonna say, I choose lifelink for the Shieldred. Like so. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. Feel kind of bad. Not that bad though. Alright, we take those. On to the next one. Alright, match 2. Let's see what our opening hand looks like. Looks decent. I'll lead on Spyglass Siren. I don't really see a reason not to. Unless I really want to go for the throw on 2, but I don't think there's a reason for that. I just have to cut down if I need to. And I'm probably just activating the map. Okay, so this is going to be the blue-white Oculus deck I was talking about. No reason not to use the map, I think. So I could Undercity Sewers and try to find a land off the map so I could draw a card. I don't think the counter on the Spyglass Siren matters the most, so I'm going to try to do that. Alright, nice, yeah. So, obviously punished for not doing it all the way around because I would get to Surveil, but I think lands and spells are fine for me now that I've found the land anyway, so it doesn't really matter all too much. Let me get into Siren, and I think I want to play the Preacher. If they want to counter it, that's alright, but I think getting the Preacher down is going to be nice because they're going to try to out-tempo me here. I'm going to have to go for the throat for a creature, which is nice. But having the Preacher going is just going to apply pressure. I could have also gone for the Deep Cavern Bat, but... What? Drake Catcher is not real. Oh, this is a terrible play from them. Yeah, they just lost the game. Cool. This is awful. You should basically never do this, because I'm just going to get such a massive tempo advantage. I mean, this is just downright awful. Like, I guess I didn't even need to do that pre-combat, but I am going to main phase both my removal spells because they just have infinite counter spells. Actually, I lied. I think I'm just gonna go Deep Cavern Bat. I'm not like too worried about them casting a bunch of spells and making a single 2/2 flyer. More worried about them getting another big creature in play, though. I think that's going to be inevitable. So what do I want to take? I guess it's the Recommission, because that means I can only do one thing next turn. But then this Preacher, this gives me because is gonna keep drawing me cards. I can cut down the Drake Keeper at some point before it becomes an issue. Sure, top deck that, that's alright. Still, I think not the biggest deal ever. Since, oh, Flood Pit Drowner, that's decent. So I'm gonna attack with the Preacher. See what I hit. Not a land, unfortunately. Yeah, there's like basically nothing here. But I'm gonna let them block if they want to. Okay, that is an interesting decision. Don't know why they scooped there. I would have assumed that they don't block, and then I would have flashed in the Enduring Curiosity, I think, because I could have just blocked the Dray Catcher if I needed to, and then the following turn, I just try to prevent these Haughty Gens from hitting me between the Pistron and jumping with Flyers while I pulled ahead with the Preacher. So I think I was in a good spot, but that might have been a little hasty from them. But that's all right. So Cutdown is like pretty bad here. I don't even think they should probably be pouring out Drake Hatchers. I also just don't respect the card and don't think they should be playing in the first place. Um, Kaito's like okay. Anoint's obviously great. Dress obviously great. The gate is fine. It's really important for stopping the adventure spell, the one that mills for. Oh, Ghost Vacuum's obviously great. I think I'll board in a shielder. I think that's fine. I'm gonna board out Spell Starter. They're just pretty good at playing around it. Even though like my opponent might not think to, which yeah. But Spyglass Siren is like not great into them because they're often going to. I mean, it's not getting through as a flyer because they just have flyers themselves. Just on a sideboard, I don't think is real here. It does do a little work into like this, but they have so many bounce spells. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think I'll run it like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to board out like the fourth Spyglass. I'm not like 100% sure if I'm boarding accurately. I think this should be fine. They do have like still a couple flyers that can pressure. Yeah, I mean this hand's all right. Like, what am I gonna do? Mulligan and lands and spells. Like, I guess this is acceptable, right? I mean, Deep Cavern Bat's a nice one. Gives me what is going on. This is terrible. I think that third pass up here. Also, I hate this enchantment board so much. I hate like, I swear, it just I just don't like it. I noticed at first, I think Chthonian Nightmare, and I was just like, what is this? Okay, that's not good. So, yeah, I mean, I have to take. Let's see. The Helping Hand. No, I have to take the Soul Partition because my out is that I draw blocks first. The next turn I can go for the third plus stress, the second Helping Hand. If I took the oh, it's not even gonna work, is it? No, it is gonna work because I can do it on their turn. It just means that I lose if they draw a counterspell. But if I had taken a Soul Partition, they would be able to Helping Hand on the Soul Partition my end step, get it back. Alright, I mean, now I'm pretty dead. I'll just play the second bat. There's no reason killing the Oculus when they can just get it back. So I'll play the second bat. Take, like, ugh. Guess I'll take the Haughty Gen. I don't know. It's basically forced. Oh, also Spyglass Sign is just really awkward into Picklock in general as a blocker. Maybe I'm supposed to be boarding out Enduring Curiosity and just boarding in all my Shield Rids. And Spellsetter. I like Spellstar on the play more. Soul Partition. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty dead. Finding was pretty good there, though I can imagine it usually doesn't see play because it can be very awkward. But yeah, I'm gonna need to draw some very specific cards here to even have a chance. I'm very far. Missing a land drop is really bad. Yeah, I don't really see the reason to even play this game out. I'm just gonna get completely overwhelmed by this Oculus because I can't get it off the board. So yeah, what if I just go like take out Siren, take out an Enduring Curiosity, keeping these. Since I'm on the play, Kaito does become a little better. Maybe I'll bring in a Kaito over another Enduring Curiosity. Oh, actually Shieldred. And run it like that. Maybe this is better. I don't know. Just the whole get in with cheap flyers plan just kind of works less good. If I keep a flyer off their board, I'm gonna win anyway, so I'm not too worried about board states where that isn't the case. Yeah, I'll keep this. I mean, this just seems like fine to me. It's awkward that like the timing on this negate doesn't line up the best. Because I would want to negate this turn, but they're not going to main phase anything. And so next turn I want to play the Preacher. I don't want to play the Flood Pitch down, but they don't have... Yeah, see, this is just finding being absolutely terrible. Because if they just held up an instant, I would have been in a much worse spot. Now I play the Preacher. They need to answer the Preacher. I start just running away with the game. They answer the Preacher, and here comes Shieldred. So it's... Yeah. This is real bad for them now. And now it's just doing very little. I mean, I hope they have the Exile spell. For their sake. Nope. Okay, they could still have an unsummon effect. Most lists are running the gift a card one. Elspeth's might... Yeah, this card... don't think the best in this matchup. Oh, yeah, they can get back to Haughty Gen. Fair enough. I mean, I'm just slamming Shieldred. Look, maybe this is too slow against the Haughty Gen. The cost reduction is really going to get me. But I don't think, like, trying to slow things down with Flood Pitch Downer is going to help. This is so much more mana efficient. Picklock, sure. Alright, they don't find an answer. Oh, Kiora. So they're really focused on self-mill, huh? They do get the Kiora back. But I can Flood Pitch Drowner it. Yeah, I mean, has that been a... I guess casting it from hand is pretty mediocre, actually. Oh, wow, they're just gonna die. Because of the Shieldred. Yeah, I think that was, like, the pivotal turn of the game. Because they weren't able to, like, significantly impact my board, I think now I'm gonna win. So, let's see. I would like to attack with Shieldred, but they would just trade with Haughty Gen. They would snap that off. But I really need to Flood Pitch the Kiora. I think I'll duress them first to see what's going on. I mean, they're gonna exile a spell. Maybe I do want to trade off Shieldred. No, that can't be right. I think I'll take Moment of Truth, and then I'll move to combat and attack the Preacher. Another counterspell, it's not the best. Yeah, they trade. This makes sense, but it makes my life a lot easier. Because now I'm just going to upkeep Flood Pitch Channel so they don't draw a counterspell. Because them attacking with Kiora here would be disastrous for me. And I'm going to try to find a window to counter something. Dressing the chart, of course, doesn't seem like the most spectacular when what they're going to try to do here is cast a spell of Bounding and then try to do something good after that, I would assume. And opponent just scoops it up. Yeah, Shieldred, they just couldn't get it off the board. I don't know. This matchup seems bad to me in general. But their list just weird. I was playing this match from both sides in the metagame challenge, and it felt like pretty favored for Blue, especially when you don't have any sort of graveyard hate, which the deck doesn't have a ton of, because they're just too good at keeping a flyer in play. And this deck just folds to like all of them. But we'll take it. We'll most certainly take it. Alright, on to the next one. This is a real sketchy hand. So I have 2 looks at a land, and if I whiff, I lose. Yeah, I'm them all. I mean, there's like some arguments to keeping it because the map token bin can help hit for land, but it's kind of the same as the survey land because it's not an untapped land. I would be missing a land up if I was digging for a land, unless I found it and then I can play a 2-drop and it's still really bad for me. Yeah, I don't think there's much reason to do that. Get in for 1. Why not? Sure, that's insane if they block. It's what? This I do not understand. But yeah, I'm gonna slam like that. Now I'm really curious to see what's going on. What? I guess I'll take Squeak. I don't even know what is going on. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is like Grixis midrange. Just Grixis cards I own, it seems. I don't know. Maybe my opponent should spend less gold on card styles and more on playable cards. Anyway, we're just gonna play the Siren and pass. I'm not gonna play into the Block Whale here, and they're holding up mana, so it just wastes their turn. And then next turn, I'll slam everything and get in with the Enduring Curiosity. What? Are they running Pyroclasm main deck? Cool. Well, that's real bad for me. Perhaps, unsurprisingly. Yeah, I mean, now I might as well just pass, right? No reason to let them use their Block Whale. I will simply eat the Enduring Curiosity if I'm, or eat the Squeeze with the Enduring Curiosity if I'm given the chance. Otherwise, I just hope they don't have a removal spell. So either way, like, they can kill the Enduring Curiosity and I draw a card, or they can kill the Fairy Mastermind and I draw a card. Oh, I guess no, hold on, that's not true, because I can't attack with the Fairy Mastermind, or with the Enduring Curiosity because of the, Block Will. Because that would be a good answer, so I just do this. But this is alright, because I'm going to put it on top, and now I'm going to draw a card with Blood Counterpart, which is going to do a ton of work here, because of these map tokens, and play it. And it's also going to be good into the Maze Mind Tome. It's possible I should have played it on my turn, so that they couldn't activate Maze Mind Tome, but if they're activating Tome in response, like, I'm kind of fine with that. I would assume they have other things to do with their mana anyway. Just play Lazov, sure. That I don't have a huge issue with. Sack a token. Yeah, Fadenport's just being insane here. That's huge. But more for Fadenport, I think I'd be in a... I wouldn't like my position. Alright, now if they have a Lockwell, I have the Spellstar, which is nice, because I was like considering if I should try to play around it. And I think the conclusion I would have come to is no. This is crazy. I get the idea of like, yeah, it saves you 4 life, but also importantly a card. Like, I don't draw a card, but it's just such a bad play. Like, it should put you behind on board. I think you should be trying to enact your own gameplay, unless you have a Wrath or something. I mean, I'm not, like, particularly scared of it, but I guess I'll take the Ral. I don't know. Opponent is really just cards owning it up. Grixis Tradebinder. I mean, I can respect it. I've been just trashing it this whole time. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but, you know, I've been there. Alright, yeah. The superior card quality here is really making a difference. Now this is just impossible to come back from. Yeah, just gonna counter it, why not? It prevents me from drawing a card and shut off the Enduring Curiosity. No reason to let that happen, I don't think. So, Grixis, quote-unquote, mid-range. I mean, Cut Down seems okay. Trim one of them. Mockingbird. I mean, Mockingbird seems fine. They have some decent creatures. What seems bad? I guess... I mean, Deep Cavern Bat? I guess I just want to board out all my Deep Cavern Bats, I think. Because it's just so bad into Pyroclasm. I'll board in Other Interaction, Negate, Duress. I think I'll board in the Kaito. They're bound to have, like, infinite removal, so I don't think Shield Road's going to be very good. I could just board in, like, the Shauna Sidebinder good? I guess they kind of have, like, it's really good against this. It's good against Maze Mind Tome. Yeah, I'll board one in. Maybe I'm completely off base with boarding out Deep Cavern Bat, but like this has got to be a deck that just has a bunch of cut downs. Floodpit's Drowner also seems mediocre. I think I'll go down. Maybe that's worse. Actually, yeah, I think I'll go down all the Floodpit's Drowner, but I'll just play like some Shield Roots. Yeah, Shield Root could be fine. All the removal they've played misses Shield Root in some way or another. I could just not attack into a Block Whale. It dodges Pyroclasm, and I mean, it doesn't dodge Roller Crusher Ride, but it would take a decently sized one. Hope I could try to counter or something like that. This seems fine to me. I mean, they seem to be very aggressive with their oh, maybe I know it's affliction. No, it actually seems fine into them. Um, they were very aggressive in blocking the Spyglass Siren last game, so I don't know how much I can rely on it surviving for these Kaitos, but sure. I was trying to better at the removal. I'll do the better combo. Obviously, it's worse, but it's all on top. But no, I will keep the unstoppable slash. I think. I got was just not activated and held up the annoyance effect, but I don't know how likely it is they're gonna play a creature. I'll just. Oh wait, I should have played my land. What am I doing? Because I would have just slammed the Kaito. Okay, that's awful. Actually, I was expecting them to kill it, so that I would just play the unstoppable. Actually, that was just terrible. This lets them also like use their mana efficiently to counter it. Or they that just makes no sense. Now you're definitely supposed to block that. I don't understand why they didn't block last game, but they did block, or did block last game, but didn't block this game. We're way better to block this game. I just don't understand what's going on. What? Hello? My opponent's just falling asleep at the wheel? Get in with Kaito, I guess. I don't know, just not gonna kill the slasher. Like, here comes a Kaito, I guess. Yeah, take like half your life total, sure. Don't even feel like drawing a card because there's a fairy mastermind in play, so I'll just ice it down. Makes pressuring easier. Next turn, they could swamp attack Kaito with Vestos Vents if they really wanted to. And then just instantly add the unstoppable slasher. Not instantly, but they would take 4. Put them to 2. Sure, lots of tap lands. Alright, I mean, do I even want to bother taking up? I don't really see a reason to. I'll just attack, I think. Given that I'm going to miss my land drop, I think it would have been worth it to just... Oh yeah, I have to let this happen. To just draw my card here. I guess I'll take the top land, that's fine. They do draw a card here, but whatever. And that thing's still iced down, so I think I'll just play a slasher. Now there's 2 lethal threats, and also potentially the Restless Reef. So yeah, now they can spend their whole turn doing that. It's not going to be enough. They have to main phase removal, otherwise the spell starter gets them. So I'll be working with some good information. Land off the top kills them in this case. And non-lands are also good against them. Yeah, alright, they're dead. Nice. This round's up, right? Yeah. Got worried for a second. Though I could always just adventure Kaito instead, it's the same. But yeah. That's their last point. Alright, opponent's deck was a little bit unserious. Their play a little bit more unserious than that. I really don't understand their blocking with Fairy Mastermind game 1, but not game 2, but it's alright. On to the next. Alright, match 4 here. I usually don't do a 4th one, but we've been flying through these pretty quick, so I think there's plenty of time for that. And this hand seems alright. I just got lands and spells, really, like 2-drop, 2-drop, 4-drop, that's fine. I might do the thing again where I just spell setter on 3 and then deep cavern bat, or on 2 and then deep cavern bat on 3 to try to cut the path for shield rod on 4. Looks like our opponent's on some sort of green white deck, maybe Overlord. Yeah, definitely green white Overlords because they're ramping. Which kind of makes me. What am I worried about? I think I'm like I'd rather counter their. Well, no, I really don't want them playing the white Overlord. No, I think I'll deep cavern bat on 4 because I can. That's annoying, I guess. I need to take the Felid Archery. I was gonna say, like, they might only have one play, and this would be better to do this way rather than the other way around. But I think this works out fine anyway, because their character talent's pretty bad with just nothing to back it up. And then I can try to counter something if they have it. The fountain point is going to be annoying. It would have worked out to do it the other way around. But, I don't know. What do they sing about? Yeah, awkward. I don't feel like it's really necessary to kill the fish. Hmm. Maybe going for the extra damage with the deep cavern bat was just greedy. Possible. I wanted to like take the 4-drop, steal the 5-drop. Take the 4-drop, counter the 5-drop, because I was assuming they'd have like an overlord. What going on? Clearly that wasn't the case. I'm so confused. Sure. I guess we're playing Awake in the Woods. I mean, I'll get in. I don't know. Do they want a quintuple block? I assume not. Yep. Here comes the chump. They're gonna have just 15 billion mana next turn, but I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to play the Curiosity. I kind of want to play around like Sunfall or something. Not really sure what they could have, to be honest. If it's just level up Caretaker's Talent the whole way, I'll think I would have been able to beat that. Now that they've killed the Shieldred, maybe not. I mean, it'll be 12 power, but I can kill one, tap one down. This spell setter is going to be real bad here with 16 billion creatures that tap for mana. Maps do help me pressure though. It's possible I could still race them. So I'm just gonna kill the creature they copy. And if they really want to sack it to Fountain Port, which they could because they're gonna tap it for mana, that'd be fine. But I think denying them the card off Caretaker Talent is decent. And I'm hoping they attack here so I can get some. I can get this Flood Pit Drowner through. I would also really like to Spell Star or something here. Oh, yes, please. Yeah, slam that. And now I won't sack the map since I want to play the Drowner, most likely. Get in with the bat. No, play a second bat. That's perfect, actually. And another one. Okay, I don't understand what my opponent's deck is at all, but I'm just hoping that they kind of whiff on their turn. They have. Okay, there's the Overlord I was worried about, I guess. Sure, draws a card. They're gonna draw another card off Fountain Port. Or they could just level up the Caretaker's Talent, but I'm kind of fine with them doing that. But I'm hoping that I can draw enough cards with this Enduring Curiosity to get something good going. Yeah, they level it up. I mean, I might as well trade off. Well, no. No, this is terrible, because now I'm just going to flip this down to the Overlord and get in for a bunch of damage. Okay, yeah, this was definitely wrong from them, I think. And I'll crack these map tokens since every point of damage matters here. Cool. I won't crack the second one, I guess, since I want to guarantee having 3 mana in case I draw the counterspell. Go for the throat. Mastermind. Sure. Kaito. It's just saying, like, the triggers on the Kaito, I guess I could have ninjutsu if I held priority. Not that I really want to on this board, but I think I'm better served playing the Spyglass Siren and holding up Fairy Mastermind in case of a Wrath, and it's just more flying power. So I would have the Kaito for basically guaranteed lethal if they didn't Wrath me. So, yeah, we'll see what they've got here. They have a lot of mana to work with, but not the most pressure. They're only attacking for 9. Sure. That's cute, I guess. They can sack the land because it's token. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, I'm just worried about Sunfall. So that's alright. That's it. We're just dead. Alright, we take those. Yeah, interesting deck. So, oops, not what I meant to do. Okay. Meant to click on it to attack. It's a good thing they scooped because I could have drawn a removal spell, I guess. So Kaito would have just done the trick regardless. But yeah, so now this matchup should get a lot better because I get to cut all these terrible cut downs, go for the throat, and anoint, I guess. Gates and Chalice Tidebinders and dresses and probably like another Planeswalker seems fine. Shieldred, I mean, they have it's like Shieldred just dies to removal, so it's not great. But I guess if I'm bringing all these duresses, it's probably fine. Puppet's Genre seems real bad. Um, oh, Gix's Command / Malicious Eclipse into this is probably worth it. I don't know which one is better. I guess, I mean, Malicious Eclipse is both cheaper and, I mean, that's the main upside, right? It's just cheaper. I guess it misses a couple more of my own things. The Gix's Command could be relevant. I think bigger things too. I think I'll bring in the Gix's. I mean, it's not like they're doing Awaken the Woods that early anyway, so it's not like being 3 mana is the most important in the world. I would like to dish out a Stidebinder and Overlord, I think. That seems like a good time. On turn 3, bam. 2 for 1. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep this. They're a Beanstalk deck, so Fairy Mastermind is very good. Having a counterspell is nice. Can't play the Spyglass Siren, unfortunately, because I need to be able to play a 2-drop. I mean, the Fairy Mastermind is going to be a little slow into a Beanstalk, but they didn't have it, so that's alright. I think I'll just slam a Spell Thrower on Overlord if they have it. Or really anything else, to be honest. So they don't have anything. I don't mind that. I do want to fire off this Spell Setter early, because it can be kind of dead later if they get their mana going. I'll just get in first. There's basically no chance for not killing it, I guess. But also, I'm not putting in Kaito because I want to hold up. Remove spell. Alright, this actually changes what I want to do, I think. I'll just play the Preacher this Schism. Do I want to play around Get Lost by playing Unstoppable Slasher? I guess I do. I don't want to just hold up counterspells when I've got nothing in play, because then they could just take their time. Not cracking the Fable Passage. Does that mean they're like mana screwed, or do they already have a 4th land and have some sort of landfall thing going on? Because if you have the 4th land, then you generally want to deck thin. If you don't have the 4th land, you want to crack it because it would be tapped otherwise. So, I mean, now I'll get it and probably counter it. They have something that I can counter. Elspeth's Might? Guess we're playing Elspeth's Might. I mean, that's a reason not to play the thing. Huh. Wow, that's really awkward for me, I guess. I think I'm best off just playing the Bat and Spyglass Siren next turn. Okay, so let's see. I could take the Ossification. No, I'm definitely slamming the Nissa, because they can ossify the Bat, but then the Nissa just goes face first into the Spell Setter. And if I didn't take the Nissa, they could just play it, and I wouldn't really be able to race it that well. Because it would come in on 3, take up to 4, I put it to 2, take it to 3. It just gives them way too much time. And way too many beefy creatures, and they just don't kill the Bat. That's alright. So if they're not killing the Bat, then they're not Nissing next turn, so I think I'm pretty free to just put in Kaito. And I can even draw a card off Kaito, and if it's a land, then I can hold up Counterspell, and I might just go double side with Spyglass Siren to get some pressure going. They make a fish, that's fine by me. I guess it's like, this makes some sense from a mana efficiency perspective. So, not crazy. But, yeah, given that they're just probably not doing anything expensive next turn, I think I'm best off just playing a side with Spyglass Sirens. Because this just has me attacking them for more. And I think maybe I want to play around a Wrath. I do kind of want to ensure that I hit my land drop next turn, so I'll just crack a map instead of playing a second one. Duress. Well, Duress makes it way more awkward for them to play Ossification next turn, because they would get back the thing. Oh, no, they're just exiling a Planeswalker. Actually, this was kind of dumb. I don't know if I was supposed to play the Kaito, given they could just exile it. Obviously, it's a little awkward for them because they do want to get the Nissa back, but they don't know that I want them to get the Nissa back. They're probably going to hit the Kaito. That might have been wrong. For some reason, I thought it was only creature. Alright, yeah. So I guess that was bad. I still think this is going to be fine. Because I'm going to play the Preacher. Just don't have any fairies in play. It's only a quench, not a mana leak. Which is kind of relevant. Yeah, I'm holding up activating this map and I have the spell stutter. Yeah, now I'm like gonna be kind of wrecked by a Sunfall. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I should have. Oh. I mean this is gonna work out fine actually. I don't understand why they're just not cracking their fabled passages. Do they really want to draw basic lands? I don't understand. Yeah, it's like so much worse for them to not play an as big of an is as they can. Oh, come on. Oh, right, they do have a land. I knew about that. Okay, that's actually absurd here. Okay, now I'm pretty dead. Hmm. Jesus. Yeah, that's actually ridiculous. Fair enough, fair enough. I could have spell stuttered to make them crack a couple lands, but it seems kind of whatever to me to do that. They're not gonna outrace me on the ground either way, I think, and I'm just gonna kill them in the air. If I am going to kill them, it's going to be in the air. Now I might as well just deep cavern bat, take the thing. They do get to build a pretty substantial board here, to be fair. I mean, it's like, they probably just want to make all 2/2s. Because if you start putting counters early, makes things a little worse. I'll just F6 here to make things easier. I could have not played these Spyglass Irons so I would hold up activating Restless Reef, but I don't think discouraging attacks is like all that relevant. Getting more pressure in the air, it speeds up the clock by a turn, which I think matters much more. And really, they're holding up the failed path. I guess they want to decide if they're putting counters. So, seems mediocre to me. Do it this way. Sure. So now everything is attacking. I mean, I guess this is a lot of damage. Yeah, the Restless Reef wouldn't have done much. It would have stopped the 3/3 from attacking. But this should be fine. I could just make a fish. Maybe that's better. Maybe I just make a fish. But I'm just gonna take my beats here. I do kind of want to just go to a lower life total so that I can make a thing with Kaito. Are they dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Because I do bounce a creature to my hand. But because this hits for 3, 4, 5, 6, so I could put them to 1. Oh. That's assuming that the map hits. I mean, I guess I might as well. Do I want to keep that on top? I don't think so. Like, what am I I'm basically, the way I lose is a Wrath off the top. Or, I don't know, like a top deck Nissa, but I have spells that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'd be able to spell spell that. So, Sunfall and Enduring Curiosity doesn't help against Sunfall. They're just going to always have a clogged up ground. Yeah, I think I just want to go attack like this. I'm going to make a lifelinking block with this Preacher, which is nice. And I have the fish to block, and I'm going to have the Spyglass Siren returning to hand. I don't think they block the Preacher. The nice part about this is it means they can't make a fish with Fountain Port because that costs a life. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think this might be like a misevaluation of rule here from them. I think they should just be accepting that they need to kill me next turn, so why bother trading with the Preacher? On the other hand, it does save them from dying to Kaito. So yeah, actually that's a fine play. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, now I'm just gonna ice down a blocker. So they really can't kill me next turn. They can now sack it to draw cards, whatever. I don't think they would have sacked otherwise. They would have just made a treasure, I would assume. Yeah, now they sack it. Sure. I don't know how focused they're towards drawing Sunfall rather than just like some way to attack through and kill me. They don't know that I have a counterspell for Nissa. They also do know that, like, if they since I don't have a second fairy, if they find a land, untapped land Nissa, then I'm dead. The spell setter did end up just being real bad. I think partially because I just didn't make it convenient for them to play into it. So now could be good. Now they would be incentivized not to play land before Wrathing if they had a Sunfall, so I could get them that way, though. Yeah, because they would die to the Kaito if they didn't, because they would really need a blocker. So yeah, I think this now it actually could be good if they have a Sunfall. Unless it's a failable passage. Even if it's a failed passage. Alright, yeah. Well, those were some pretty quick and easy matches, I'm not gonna lie. I've liked how this deck is running, even if like the decks we're playing on aren't like all the most real. I don't know, it's been playing out nicely. I don't think I've been playing 100% either. So yeah, that'll do it for the video. I think I'm gonna try to put out a little bit more standard content ahead of the qualifier, and it's weird for me because like I basically make like 40 or 50 bucks an hour playing the Arena Direct, so the opportunity cost of actually playing the qualifier is huge because I'm not qualified, so I need to be grinding on Friday. So that's a little bit awkward, but I think if I end up settling, I'll play some standard. If I end up settling on a deck that there isn't like a good write-up on, then I'll make one. I feel I have something to add, and you'll find that on my Patreon link description. I'll also have some content coming over Thanksgiving, hopefully. Should have some time. And then I'll be getting back into the swing of things once my semester is over at college. I've been usually average like one, maybe two articles a month when I'm in college, and then like I try to get minimum 2, at least 3 when I'm not. So I'm excited to get to doing some more content and some more videos as well. All right, that'll do it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.